physically ahead of Milas.
Like an area goes in motion. Gilbert is the tailback, but Milas is going to come out throwing. He's going to take a deep shot right away toward midfield, and it's broken up nicely by Darius Phillips. Now they'll give Gilbert the opportunity and some penetration from the Western Michigan line, but Gilbert breaks the tackle, and he will get the additional push there. By the way, he's just on the verge of 1,000 yards now. He has 997. Milas, a little pressure from the edge. He gets hit after he throws. It is going to be caught. And another nifty move down to the 48, 49-yard line for Ball State.
Aaron Herb, all around like that with not much pressure, he's going to be good.
Now the handoff, Gilbert again. He'll get to the 48-yard line of Broncos territory. 2nd down and 6 coming up. 3 in there on the tackle, along with Robert Spillane, a very good linebacker for the Broncos. Milas again. He's going to float one. There is that back shoulder you talked about, and a catch made at the 28-yard line.
But this one looks like it's coming back.
And they're going to rule it incomplete.
He did not have possession.
After review, the ruling of an incomplete catch stands. 3rd down.
To counter this.
Teddy Williamson is at the tailback. He'll stay in the block. Plenty of time for Milas. Throws. That's going to be caught, and a 1st down for Ball State. He'll be marked down at the 40-yard line. There's Kevon Mabon. He's the tailback spot.
They like tricky stuff once they get across midfield.
This is pretty basic. And Gilbert will get through one tackle. One tackle right now is not getting him down. Fake to Gilbert. Going to go deep. Receiver has the step. This pass overthrown at the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
This is just another one of those deep balls that they're going to try. It's really a fade. I take it back. He came in from the outside and then cut to the post and up short, Dave. You don't make it.
Miles getting still plenty of time. Pass intercepted. 25-yard line by Western Michigan. And down the sidelines goes Darius Phillips. Flags are down everywhere. Phillips is going to score, but will it hold up? Most likely not.
Actually, I think it will.
Yeah, what do you think of the call? Their offense on the field, and they're going to have to wait again as they'll be kicking off.
Yeah, and you're going to see that Jack Milas hangs this ball up a little too high and did not see. There's the first low block.
That's where the first flags came.
Exactly. And the second one, apparently we don't have a shot of it. But you saw the flag just fly in a little bit. But Darius Phillips, his 5th knot of the year, non-offensive touchdown. He's an amazing football player. And you just saw the low dive in there at the end by Milas.
I'd handle it by handing off to James Gilbert, who's
be one way to do it.
And he does. And Gilbert, that time they got him early. He's over 1,000 yards, I believe, now. As he
doesn't have the best top-end speed, but, boy, he can get to his top speed as good as anybody.
They're going to try again, this time to bounce it outside, getting some good blocks from the receivers, and it's going to be out of bounds after a big hit. And just outside the 40 to the 42-yard. Tight, clustered formation here. The hands off to Williamson, and Williamson pops into the secondary, and he'll get 8 yards. So the response is...
And it extends the edge, and it's really tough to defend.
Malik Dunner is the tailback now, and he pops through, and he's gone. Forget about it. Ball State. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a great response.
Linebacker Casey Carson out of the hole, and that's really all Dunner needed. You see that block pushing that 56 out of the way, and then he had such great acceleration. He got up on the safety just
on Mississippi State at noon. Washington and Cal. Quentin will be at that game coming up over the weekend as James Gilbert vaulting into the Western defense for a hard-earned
thrown out of a saloon.
Chase throws, threw it away. Good coverage that time by the Bronco defense. So Milas, Teddy Williamson checks in at tailback. Milas 2 for 7 so far. Pressure coming from the edge. Hit as he throws, and it's dropped. A sure interception at the 48-yard line. That was Sam Beal, a sophomore from Grand Rapids.
It's all about game speed. Now, he looked great in practice. That's a different speed. And so he's going to have to get up to speed or he'll be down on the bench.
Speaking of great running backs and great offensive, he's 2 for 8 so far. You see the rushing yards? already in favor of Ball State, and they're going to add more to this as Gilbert gets to the outside. Beal will chase him down, but not before he gets to midfield and inside. Broad on a lot too. That's huge with those 8 touchdowns. Milas
threw it away.
Yeah. There's going to be a flag down as well. Up an extra defender, number 34. Alex Grace in the linebacker spot. They're going to go Gilbert again, and he's going to pop right through the hook again and get tripped up. Falling down to the 43-yard line, Sam Beals
come up and try to take. Watch number 2, Crankwood. He's just going to run across the field. He's going to take away that jet sweep or the bubble screen, and so there's nothing left in the middle. And he'd been able to break that tackle. It'd have been a home run.
And Gilbert trying to squirt from his defensively right now. There is nobody covering the deep ball if they decide to throw it here on 3rd and short.
They're backing out a little now.
They do. Milas, he's going to go take that shot down the field. The receiver couldn't find the football. Milas missed him.
Can quick kick it.
And there's nobody back deep for the Broncos. And nope, Milas is going to scramble. He's going to throw on the run and miscommunication. The Broncos take over. He's missed his last 6. Handoff. This is Gilbert again. He could just do this all night and score points. He's going to get 6 there. It'll be second. Do it again. Cuts back nicely. Spins, but right into the defense. He'll be short of the first down by a couple. It'll be 3rd down, and I'll be factoring into that. Jet sweep. Gilbert. He'll fight off of the blocker, and get a first down to the 40-yard line. Another 5.
That run defense is not going to be happy.
They fake the pitch. They want to go underneath the tight end. Boy, oh boy, the Broncos smelled that play out.
End of this defense.
Back to the ground they go. Hole opens up, closes, but look at Gilbert making his own holes as he fights through tacklers who are trying to rip the football from him. Forward progress stopped. That's a gain of 11. And instead of 3rd,
attention to how his shoulders stay square. That's what allows him to have the vision as he cuts back and beats Caleb Bailey, number 8, at the end of this one. And that's just some outstanding work by.
Handoff to Gilbert. First down. He could be gone. He got tripped a little bit, slowed him down, and allowed the Bronco defense to catch him. But Gilbert is having a nice.
Yeah, Justin Tranquil, the free safety, already has 6 tackles. You don't want your free safety making 6 tackles in the first quarter of play, basically.
It's also taking the pressure off Milas, who's been a little bit shaky at quarterback. They'll hand it off again. Makes 1 miss. That time the Broncos, and Malik Dunner is the tailback. He'll gain 3.
Had a lot of run right now.
Well, there is that cluster to the left side of your screen. Here is pressure on Milas. He's going to throw one-on-one coverage, and Phillips turned around, and he ended up breaking up the pass. There's a flag down at the 42-yard line. And
they've got to take care of that. But let's look at this coverage. And you know, I was talking about Joey Lynch, and he told his quarterback the one thing you never do is you don't miss a deep ball.
No.
And his younger brother Kevin, the running back coach here.
2nd down and 18, pardon me. And Gilbert just continuing to fight as if he's trying to win this game by himself. It's going to see how the Broncos play this aggressively. Now they rush 4. Milas steps up. Now he's going to have to take off. And he'll make a nice cut. Milas is going to get a first down. Not known for his running. Back in. Not surprisingly, he gets it, and he is so good in space. Now, he got hit hard there, but he gets holding a number for you here, Ray. Let's see what the play call is. Gilbert again, cuts back, good flow. Ball State has over 200 rushing yards, and we are at the
left guard and Palizzetti, the center. They're no joke.
Gilbert one more time, but does he make it?
I think he's going to be short.
He is, Ray. He's going to now. Here's a decision yard.
I'd run behind Bruner, number 17.
They give it to Gilbert. Brought down in the backfield for a loss. Great penetration by the Broncos that time.
More better things or nicer things to say about the way Adams has played so far this year. The best pass rusher on this team, slid in.
At the tail. It's a good throw out to the 35-yard line. It's going to turn into a first down and more. As the Broncos not sharp on their tackling. On 1st and 15, they run the cutback to Gilbert, and that time you saw Spillane and also on Watch ESPN. Play action fake. Milas has a lot of room if he wants it. Throws. Receiver open, 45-yard line. He falls at the 42. That whole right.
And then the bootleg action and the crossing route, it was perfect execution. There was nobody near.
Miles throwing right into the face of the pressure, gets it. And that'll be Maybon. He'll get inside the 30 to the 29. That'll be another ball.
Up. And they came up with some winners on this drive so far.
Back to the ground and go. Back to Gilbert making things happen. He breaks off a tackle, heads to the sideline. He'll be knocked out there finally by two WMU player who has to come off the field. We'll double check that.
Gilbert's only 5'8". He gets lost in the shuffle on this when he's hiding behind his own guys in that big pile, and he squirts out.
Williamson is the tailback. Get another Ball State first down. Williamson with a creative play. Flag comes in behind the play. Williamson, if it holds up, has an 8-yard. And we'll see if Adams is able to come back. He's a key player for that Bronco team. Miles got a receiver in coverage. That's going to be caught out of bounds. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, Ray, and Gilbert is back in for the Cardinals, and they'll hand it to him. And he'll get dumped. I mean dumped on his back.
I don't know. I wouldn't take a deep shot and try to home run this. They need to get on the board.
They go underneath. Catch is made, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The Broncos gang tackle at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 6 to the tailback. Thank you, Quint, for Ball State as the Cardinals take over at their own 48. Play action fake to him. Miles wants to go for it all right here, but it looks like more is going to be a jump ball, and it is intercepted by the Broncos. Grill, that's 2 picks tonight.
And Mike New is hot about this one because there's a safety. There's a guy deep in the middle that he's got it. Miles has to be able to see that. And basically, he just threw him.
For you coming up when we get to halftime. Right now, though, we have 1:47. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Miles back to pass, throws this high, and a nifty little catch made by Lacanaria.
As Mike New rides with him.
As time throws underneath. Receiver thought about going out of bounds, but did not. It'll be a pickup of 5.
That was an egregious decision to
No, he would have had to go a long way, actually, now that I think
you.
about it. That pass can be caught right at the sticks, and there's a receiver right by the...
Setting up for a blitz.
And here they come. Miles has the time. Now he's going to go for it all. In toward the end zone. Incomplete.
And an amazing catch, but the throw let him out of bounds. This is an amazing grab, but you just reach up and stick to your hand like that.
If this is reversed, the ruling is incomplete.
It's a whale of a throw. And then the grab, and where's the foot?
Oh, boy. I don't know if you're going to be able to overturn that. I think he's out. Miles kind of spoke a little early there. He got some heat. They go underneath to Lacanaria. He's out of bounds short of the first down.
If he can get into a groove, they might be able to get something going.
He's going to dump it off. This is Teddy Williamson. Williamson is pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
In this situation, they're dropped off, and they're going to give him the underneath stuff.
Deep drop for Miles and threw behind the intended receiver. It stops the clock. 2 picks for Miles in his first start of the season. Pressure coming this time. He'll throw underneath. This will be a first down right in midfield. Ball State's going to have to the Arena League with the New Orleans Voodoo, Tulane, and then the New Orleans Saints underneath now. Ball State, they got to get out of bounds. Can they do it? Yes, they can. A little shove also in the back helps by just.
And get as many yards as he can.
You take a deep shot down here, though. Miles going to step up, throws. They go underneath again. Western Michigan playing soft. The ball comes out. The Broncos recover at the 23-yard line.
Boy, that cost them another 3 points right there.
139 yards, but I don't know if you can just keep handing the ball off. Gilbert gets to the 20-yard line for pickup of 5 there.
Stops it for 5. Covers a lot of ground.
Broncos bring a little run blitz this time, and it's going to work. A quarterback, a redshirt junior. He has played before, was a starter as a redshirt freshman a couple of years back. Steps into it, throws high, and it's caught by a second receiver. That's not how it's drawn up, but
he was just happened to be in that area. But I don't think Miles throws the football pretty accurately. I don't think he missed.
Pressure from the Broncos as they run blitz. Gilbert's going to cut back, break one tackle, and earn a trip back to the line of scrimmage before he is gang tackled by.
Now, where is Jack Milas in terms of being able to do that, having not played for so long?
Drops back to pass here, throws, and it's low and incomplete at the 34-yard line, so it's going to be.
It looks like Western's only going to rush 4, where they were bringing everybody in the running downs. And they bring 5.
Milas has time, lofts it, got a receiver open, and he missed him at the 45-yard line. That
forced Milas to have to move around in the pocket, and then watch how his hips open as he makes the throw, and that's what led to the inaccuracy.
Back to the ground they go, Gilbert, and he will wiggle his way to the 22-yard. This is going to be Milas on the zone read. He'll keep it and break free. Milas looking behind him. He knows they're coming. And he's going to be brought down at the 32. Out the safety, Tranquil. Milas will pitch out to Gilbert here. This is very well blocked, and Gilbert collision at the 27-yard line. Back to the ground they go. Gilbert again showing that ability with those little hop steps. Picks up a couple.
Obviously they want to score, but I don't know that tempo is the answer. They don't, they're not a tempo team. They don't practice it a lot. It's a situational thing. So
Milas in trouble, throws it way out of bounds. He was being chased big. Following this play, Milas for the pass, and it's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Of life, be joyful, and they're all initialed by the players. So they sign. And they're held accountable to what they write, and it's put into
the name of the entire theme that he has, and each week he comes up with a different elite type team, and he draws lessons from their success and passes them on to his players, and they bought in, Dave. I mean, there is no.
This old bike has seen.
Boy, if the bike could talk, huh?
You know, that might be a motivational technique also in that bike. You just don't know it. Quint, there's something else I wanted to chat with you about, too, is the soccer analogy that we heard from P.J. Fleck, as he talked about a team that I guess he had a chance to visit.
Bring your own juice. They left it in the locker room.
Maybe Carrington Thompson knocked all the juice over when he flew over the Gatorade table early on.
Could be a point.
But they brought their juice tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, they did a big hit, met at the quarterback there just a little bit. And he talked about there's been 44 nevers in program history that he and his staff and his players have accomplished. They're on their way to a 45th. They've never been 9-0. And like you were cognizant of the guy in the 70s?
Vaguely.
Quarterback's going to hang on to this, and he's going to pay for it.
It's the beginning of the previous season, but I think he's improved throughout the course of this game. Has he done enough to earn the job next week? I think that miracle worker, what he's been able to do with the Eagles this season. I had him early in the year, and I was impressed with the talent level and the execution, the way that football team's playing.
And that should do it for a first down. Keeps the chains moving. ESPN streaming live on the app and watch ESPN.
Jake Browning, another one of those guys with an excellent touchdown to interception ratio, 28.
Championship game in the East. Looks like Ohio or Akron will be the Eastern representative, as Bowling Green's stranglehold on the Eastern Division has been broken.
Wait a minute, these are my guys.
I love that statement. That was fantastic.
And he meant it.
Going fade to the end zone here briefly, and did he hang on to it? Wow, that's an unbelievable catch for a touchdown. My players. Yeah, they are your players because you're the coach.
And one of his better younger players makes this catch here. Hazelton, similar to the play we saw Corey